was just searching where you would be and with what band.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just searching online where you would be and with what band, but it seems you're home.
Oh, yeah, yes, I'm home. I was just in New York with Anthrax doing a photo session on Monday, but now I'm home.
Oh. And you're staying till you go out with Mr. Bungle?
Yes, I will be home until the Mr. Bungle show start. Yep.
So home for a month.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
In the summer, it's very nice.
All right. And so tell me about the whole Mr. Bungle experience. How does it feel for you?
It feels great. It's it's something I never dreamed of when they asked me to be a part of this back in 2019. That Mike reached out and said they had this idea and they were only going to do it if me and Dave Lombardo said we would be a part of it, which was the remaking Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny, which I was familiar with. I had the demo back in like 1987. I had that tape. And so, of course, I said, yes, of course. Yes. I'm a crazy Mr. Bungle fan. I have been literally since like 1987. And so and I've known Mike. Mike and I have been friends for a really long time. And so I was so excited. And I said, yes, of course. Of course, I would love to. Thank you. And then I said, what about Dave? Is because I got nervous. Like, what if Dave can't do it? And then we can't do it because they said they would only do it if me and Dave do it. And he said, oh, Dave already said yes. So,
so it was perfect.
Yeah.
And what do you call Mr. Bungle? Experimental?
No, because those guys aren't really. Well, I mean, look, when they were making the second album, Disco Volante, and I only say this because I know Trey has said this, but yeah, they were experimenting in the studio when they were making that record, and I think a lot of that was how to create sounds and get sounds, but they're writing all of this stuff. It's not like they're just making it up as they go along. I mean, they write this stuff. So no, to me, it's not experimental. It's their lens. It's the way Trevor and Trey and Mike. It's their vision for this thing they created. Where they've genres, walls. There are no walls. There are no limits. There are no boxes. It's all music, and you can do anything. They never ever really had the idea, except for maybe on Raging Wrath when it was pretty much death metal and thrash metal. But these guys are just such insane musicians that they just saw, I think, all music in a different way and realized we could do anything we want. We don't have to stay in this one thing. We can literally play any type of music. And so I don't really look at it as experimental. I just see it as the ultimate freedom, because they literally can do anything. Like, they could play any style of music and it will be good. I do it with them. Some of the cover songs we do live, whether it's like a Chilean folk song or fucking Olivia Newton-John or Sepultura, or I'm trying to think of some of the other, or 10cc. Like, I mean, we are playing covers from such diverse ranges of music, and everything we do, it's fucking great. Like, it's great. It doesn't just sound like some guys in a bar. It sounds like something real. It's just amazing to me.
And is it challenging for you technically to play so so much different kinds of music?
Oh yeah, yeah, very much so. All of it is. Even all the thrash stuff on Raging Wrath is challenging because this is all stuff they were writing in 1985, 1986, and it's faster and more intense than anything I've ever done, really, and for longer periods of time. Like when I did SOD, we played really fast, but the songs were very short. And
almost hardcore.
These Mr. Bungle songs were playing even faster, and some of the songs are like 7 minutes long. And to keep that intensity for such long periods of time, at being 60 years old, it was different when I was 20 playing that music. It is very intense, and it's like working out. Like I really have to, like I'm already practicing the songs for the tour, which is still almost 2 months away. But I'm practicing now because I have to have the stamina in this forearm so I don't get a cramp for real. Like my arm will start to hurt if I don't start practicing now because of the intensity of all of it. So yeah, it's all very difficult. But that's one of the many things I love about being in the band, because it's so challenging, and it really, really keeps. I have to focus so hard on being perfect, because I really want to be perfect in this band, and not that I want to be perfect in any band, but in Mr. Bungle, everything is so precise, and all the parts, and I have all the parts I have to play that are different than the parts Trey is playing. And, they asked me to do this because they thought I was perfect for it. And I want to be, I always want to be perfect for them.
And have you played with the Dave Lombardo before?
Only in like like tribute shows or, things like that, where we'd be playing cover songs or something. For like a tribute show or something like that, but never like this, like we are now, like in a band together, which is also like a dream come true too, because I love Dave, and I love his drumming, and I love getting to be in a band with him and feeling him behind me.
And do you get to pick all your guitar sounds?
Sorry?
Do you choose all your guitar sounds from Mr. Bungle?
Oh yeah.
No boundaries. You can use your own head for it.
Yes. Yeah.
And what is your set list live like? You don't play old things from Mr. Bungle, right?
Well, that's the thing. We do. We play the oldest stuff.
No, I mean, I know Raging Wrath, but
no,
in the middle.
The 90s stuff. So far, the only thing from the 90s that we play is My Ass Is on Fire. That's the hey, I'm the biggest Mr. Bungle fan, and I would love to play more stuff off the 90s records, but I also understand that a lot of that stuff isn't arranged for a band that just has two guitars, bass, drums, and vocals.
Mm-hmm.
To play a lot of that stuff, you need keyboards, you need percussion, you need horns, you need all these things that to do it correctly. And those guys, they don't want to play songs unless they're going to do it correctly. And right now, this is the version of Mr. Bungle. So at least we're doing My Ass Is on Fire, and I'm going to try again, maybe, because there are some stuff off the 90s records where there is just two guitars and bass and drums and vocals. So I try again to maybe get one more thing in, because I say, please, I am the biggest fan, and please do this for me, because I want to play this song. So we'll see what happens. I can't make any promises.
You're like Axl Rose on AC/DC, right? Let's play this. Let's play that.
Exactly. I'd be like, let's get a keyboard player. Let's bring them all back. But right now that's not the focus. This is this is what Mr. Bungle is doing, you know, and I completely respect that. Mr. Bungle, as a band, they've never followed any of the rules or the ideas or the ways any other band in the music business like has ever done it. There's really never, you know, people ask all the time now, is there more plans for the future of Mr. Bungle? And they always say the same thing. Well, if you asked us that question in 1990 or 1995 or 1999, when those other records came out, they would have had the same answer. They never knew after the first album what Disco Volante was going to be. They never knew. They never knew if they were going to make another record, what it would sound like. They never knew if they were going to make California. They never knew they were going to do this Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny until a crazy moment happened where they happened to be backstage together. Because you had, I think it was, maybe it was Dead Cross and Secret Chiefs, and everyone happened to be together. It was Mike and Trevor and Trey and Dave. We're all together in the same room. And I think it might have been Trevor who said, this would be a really good lineup to record the Raging Wrath songs and do it right. And from that little idea is what it, and that was after 20 years of not being Mr. Bungle. So who knows? Nobody knows what the future holds.
And do you think Mr. Bungle is the brainchild of those three guys, Mike, Trevor, and Trey?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is
a collective idea.
Yeah, the three of them. Yes, you know, they all knew each other. They all went to school together when they were teenagers, and they all loved the same. They all loved the same bands, and I think they all had a very strong idea of the type of band they wanted to be, and to have fun playing music. And yes, it's the three of them, for sure.
And changing a little the subject, how was back to the beginning? I saw you guys in Birmingham.
Yeah, it was incredible. You know, I would say it was the greatest day of music I've ever been involved in. Everybody there that day was there to make Dad proud, you know, and Dad meaning Black Sabbath. You know, there was no egos. Everyone was there to just pay tribute to our father. Really, you know, the reason why all of us are there is because Black Sabbath created this music, and we all have jobs because of them. I mean, we all have lives, and we all love this music because of them, because of what they did. They created a genre, and yeah, it was a really incredible day. That it was a unified experience of all the bands and the crews and all the fans in the stadium, everybody in that building on that day. We had this shared experience that, you know, it will never leave me. I've got like this little ball of burning energy from that day that will never go away. It was so inspiring. And, you know, to be able to say we were there is a very big deal. And of course, the weight of it is even more since Ozzy died, you know, just 2 weeks or something after. And it makes it even more intense and
meaningful.
Yeah. You know, the fact that he did it. He fucking did that show. When he said on stage that night to the audience, he said to them, "You have no idea what this means to me." That wasn't just us, you know, the front man saying some bullshit. That was literally coming from the deepest part of his soul, you know. And I think everybody there felt that. I mean, I don't know that I've ever been because we were out front, all of us, Anthrax, all of us guys, and so many of the other bands, we were all in the crowd watching because we wanted to feel it and experience it that way. And everybody was crying, you know, and the emotion of the that whole, the Ozzy set and the Sabbath set. I'd never felt anything like that before. Certainly not at a heavy metal festival. It was unbelievable.
And
Yeah.
did you get to talk to Ozzy?
What's that?
Did you get to talk to Ozzy that day?
I didn't talk to him that day. I talked to Tony that day. I spent some time with Tony, but I talked to Ozzy a week later.
Oh, you did.
I was at there was a big comic convention in Birmingham 1 week later, and Ozzy and his family were there to do a signing, and I was there, and Frankie from Anthrax and Randy from Lamb of God were also there. So we got to spend some really good time with Ozzy that day, just, you know, not with a million other people, just in a room with Ozzy and Sharon and some, you know, Jack, and it was really nice to really just get to talk to him and have a conversation. And he was amazing. He was so full of energy and laughing and telling stories and making us laugh. And that's why it made it even more shocking when I got the news, you know, that died, because I was like, I just saw him 1 week ago and he seemed fucking great. It was really shocking.
Yeah. Scott, we could go on for hours, but I'm being told it's time for us.
Oh,
So thank you very much. And I'll see you here finally with Mr. Bungle. I've seen you with Anthrax many times. So
right
now
on.
with Mr. Bungle. And then please back with Anthrax sometime.
Of course. Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right.
see you
Cheers.
then.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.